Alright, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory unto Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Mechal Kadash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahushai is the true name of His only begotten Son, and there is no God beside Him. And I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who have taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shemashai, and honors and citations to the elect Akim, doing these works in sincerity and truth. So this is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 18. It says, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" Okay, so I'll get. But so here it is, the righteous is scarcely going to be saved. And the word scarcely means right before, or just in time. Alright, and we're going to be saved just in time before those missiles hit, man. And even in different certain cases where we may look like we're going to get put to death, we're going to get saved just in time from that, man. Alright, so pretty much I'm going to get into an example of how the righteous is scarcely going to be saved. And I brought this out in camp of Saul, So we have to what? We have to trust, we have to believe, we have to hope. Like the scriptures say, hope is the anchor of the soul. We have to hope in the Lord down to the very last second. And even if it comes to it, we have to be ready to get put to death for this truth, man. We have to get ready to get put to death for the Lord. So that's something that we want to constantly pray for, that the Lord gives us the spirit to get put to death for this thing if we have to, because when you're scarcely saved, right, it's going to be like just in time, man, where you're almost close to getting put to death, man. So if you are ready to get put to death for this truth, fuck it, man. But if you're scarcely saved, then how much time is that even better? So 1 Samuel chapter 13, and I start at verse 5. It says, "And the Philistines gathered themselves together to fight with Israel, 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen, and the people as the sand which is on the seashore, a multitude." See? So you already can paint the scene that this shit is serious, man. It ain't looking good at all. When your enemies is looking so much as the sand upon the seashore, that's a crazy situation to be in, man. Right? And it says, "And they came up and pitched in Michmash eastward from Bethaven. When the men of Israel saw that they were in a strait, for the people were distressed, then the people did hide themselves in caves and in thickets and in rocks and in high places and in pits." See? So they dispersed, man. Verse 7. "And some of the Hebrews went over Jordan to the land of Gad and Gilgal and Gilead. As for Saul, he was yet in Gilgal, and all the people followed him trembling." Right? It says, verse 8. See that? So here it is. It's already looking ugly, man. And you're about to go to war. Right? So verse 8 says, so, hey, we may be in an ugly situation like this. Now how we handle it depends on us. The Lord is going to, I'm going to get into it, man. Verse 8, "And he tarried 7 days according to the set time that Samuel had appointed. But Samuel came not to Gilgal, and the people were scattered from him." See, so now it's looking even worse. Here it is, you got your enemies, right outside of you, and there's the sand of the sea. Your men are scattered for the fear of their lives. Samuel didn't show up at the time he said he was going to, so now it's looking even uglier, man. Now Saul's in an even uglier situation, man. Okay? So just like Saul, right now what Saul does is, it depends on him. What are you going to do, man? Let's see what he did. Verse 9, "And Saul said, Bring hither a burnt offering to me, and peace offerings. And he offered the burnt offerings. And it came to pass that as soon as he made an end of the burnt offerings, behold, Samuel came. And Saul went out to meet him, that he might salute him." See that? See? So, if he would have just waited a little bit longer, then he could have been scarcely saved, man. But right before, in this case, in the form of Samuel, man, the prophet, so that Samuel could do the peace offerings and the burnt offerings and tell him what's going to happen and pray to Yahweh Shema Shai for him, man. Because the prophet is of the utmost lot. The prophet is the closest man to the Lord, man. You know? So if he would have just waited a little bit more, he could have been scarcely saved, man. See? Because let me go into this word scarcely. Right? I'll look it up on a web search. It says only just, almost not. It says only a very short time before. See? A short time before, man. So we're going to be saved a short time before what? Death, before destruction. You know? So if he would have just waited that little bit more of a short time, then he could have been saved, man, so to speak. See, that's why we got to know these scriptures, man. Hey, so we know more than Saul. All right? Because now when we're in this situation, shit is looking ugly, looking like we might get put to death. Well, guess what? We got to get ready to get put to death for the Lord anyway, man. See? It even says that in the Maccabees. See, if Saul was just ready, like, yo, fuck it, man. If I got to give my life for the Lord, then fuck it, man. He loved his life more than, you know, he loved what he had going on more than you know, the Lord. And see, that's the difference between us. We have nothing to live for, man. See, Saul was the king, you know. He had his daughters, he had his family, all the servants. He didn't want to give that shit up, you know. He wanted to try and prolong his life for that. But here we have nothing. We have nothing at all except bills, stress, you know, hell. So why the fuck would we want to prolong our life for that? You see that? That's why it's good not to really have nothing here. For these different camps calling us bums. Hey, a bum don't have shit, man. So why the hell would a bum take the RFID chip when he has nothing there anyway, man? And he has everything coming to him. See? So you camps got to be watching what you're saying. These other camps. So this is another account real quick. From the Maccabees, man. So like you bear with me because this is the spirit that Saul should have been in. If I could track it down real quick, I'll just pause it. Can't find it right here. First Maccabees chapter 9, straight to the point, verses 10. Then Judas said, "The Most High forbid that I should do this thing and flee away from them. If our time be come, let us die manfully for our brethren, and let us not stain our honor," man. See? Now that's a great man of the Lord right there. That's a warrior right there, man. That dude's a warrior. He said, hey, if our time be come, fuck it. Let us die manfully for our brethren. Let us not stain our honor. See? And that's the spirit you got to be in. To where, look, if you don't even get saved, fuck it. I'll just get put to death for this thing, man. That's what we got to pray. Of course, it's easier said than done. But that's what prayer is for. That's why we got to pray to be in that spirit, man. And like I said, how much better is it if we do scarcely get saved in any situation we might be in? We know we're going to get scarcely saved from the missiles. We know that. Right? So that's the spirit that Saul should have been in anyway. But he loved not his life. He loved his life to the death, man. You know? You're supposed to love not your life unto death. Alright? If I'm saying it right. So back in 1 Samuel chapter 13. Yeah, man. Verses 10. It says, "And it came to pass that as soon as he made an end of offering the burnt offering," soon as, wow, soon as he made the end of the offering the burnt offering, behold, Samuel came. Then it says, and Saul went out to meet him that he might salute him. And Samuel said, "What hast thou done?" What did you do, man? Oh, no, man. What did you do? And Saul said, "Because I saw that the people were scattered from me, and that thou camest not within the days appointed, and that the Philistines gathered themselves together at Michmash." Right, and he still came with the days appointed, man. He just didn't come at the set time, that he wanted him to. See? So, that goes to show you, man, that we have to trust in the Lord until that last fucking second, man. We have to have our faith in Yahweh Shah until that very last second, man. It don't even matter, bro. To the very last second. So it says, therefore said I, the Philistines will come down now upon me to Gilgal, and I have not made supplication unto the Lord. I forced myself therefore and offered a burnt offering. And right, let's not forget that Saul was of the tribe of Benjamin. He wasn't supposed to be doing that. That's going way the fuck off. Only the tribe of Levi was supposed to be doing that. And which is why verse 13, and Samuel said to Saul, thou hast done foolishly. Thou hast not kept the commandment of the Lord thy power, which he commanded thee. For now would the Lord have established thy kingdom upon Israel forever. But now thy kingdom shall not continue. The Lord hath sought him a man after his own heart, and the Lord hath commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept the commandment which the Lord commanded thee. You see that? So there it is, man. We don't want to or fucking man, I'm gonna take the chip, man, because I haven't eaten in 2-3 days, man. So I'm going to take the chip. No, man. Right after you take the chip, the Lord could rain fucking bread from heaven for you, man. Yeah, he did it before with the manna. It came up from the dew of the earth. Yahweh Shai held up the 2 fish and the 5 loaves of bread and turned it into over 5,000. So at the very last second, you could take the damn chip, and then the very next minute, the Lord could provide a way for you to eat, just to show you should have waited longer, man. You should have waited a second longer. You should have never even fucking sold out anyway, man. You should have never disobeyed the commandment of the Lord, period, anyway. Alright? So this is just a quick, example of how the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. We don't want to be like Saul, bro. You don't want to be like Saul. Oh, Lord, because I didn't eat in 3 days and I saw a ham hock here, I know it's against the commandments. I know it's against the law. See? Because even Saul knew that was against the law, doing sacrifices of himself. I know it was against the law, but look, I thought I was about to die, man. So I just ate some ham. Fuck out of here, man. We got to stay faithful until Yahweh Shah. So, Lord willing, this was a edifying example, to boost brothers' faith in that day. To not be likened unto Saul, man, but to keep the faith of Yahweh Shah until the very last second. And if it even is the case, to get ready to get put to death for this truth, man. All right. So Lord willing, it's edifying. Shalom to the elect.